See if it works. All right, there we go. Hey guys, how's it going? I forgot an item. That's okay. We'll wear it. I'll wear it in the next video. But Flourishing Blots. It's where everybody goes and gets their school books. On Diagon Alley, London. So hello everybody. How's everybody doing today? So this is just going to be a hangout. Show you guys some really cool Harry Potter goodies that I got. And something that I made. And maybe we'll even try to make another one. There's 2 ways and 2 styles of making the thing that I made. I only found that one of them worked because I'm waiting for another product to get here to get the other way to work. So for now, I'm just going to show you guys some of the cool stuff that I got and the cool things that I made. So we'll start with the things that I made first. Also, drinking out of my Hogwarts cauldron, you know, very delicious coffee. But the first things that I made, and I was going online, I was seeing all these really cool ways of making magic potions. And so I went online and I ordered the little, let's see if it'll do it. These are like magic potion, like these are things that you put on the bottles, right? So these are your potion labels and decals. They're really, really cool. So many in here. And so there's quite a few jars and stuff that I got with corks. But the first way, we wanted to try and see if I could even make it first. So for our temporary try, we ended up getting some salt and pepper shakers that were really cute. So I decided to do those. And then we have the wax kit. So I'll show all that to you here in a minute. But I was able to make a couple of really cool potions. Hi, Jessie. This took some trial and error, let me tell you. And then I went online and looked at a bunch of different videos. And the one thing we don't have that now I am waiting on to get here is mica powder. And mica powder is what gives that really cool effect. So I went on and started trying to find out how can you make some mica powder or something similar to mica powder at home. And I found out that you can use either, it's like a pastel chalk that's not oil-based, and or you can use makeup like eyeshadows, stuff like that. You just have to kind of break it down, which is what I did here. But I found out, you know, that I didn't have any chalk, so that wasn't going to work. But I did have a little palette of makeup that's it's expired. There's no point in keeping it. And I was like, I'll just break that down, which is what I ended up doing. But the cool part was I had already ordered our wax kit. So these are all your wax colors. So I have those colors, and then I have these ones. So there is some similar colors in these, but there's also some very different ones. As you can see in this one, I have like yellow and like these really light colors. So they're really, really cool. You can go off of here. I'm good. How are you today? So this is what that came with. And then the cool part was when I ordered this, I did not even know this was on the box. When it came in, it had Harry's Patronus on the box. Okay, no, stop right now. Okay, stop popping up. Okay, but it comes with these really cool little wax bowls, right? So you get these little wax bowls that their little pour spouts on them. And then you get this really cool little wax holder. And you just place this like that. And then you can, this one came with this had 2 wax holders, but the second wax holder, where did I set it? Did I put it in here or did I put it back in the box? Might be in the box. Hold on. Is it in here? Let's check. That might be in here. Yeah. So this one does not have a bottom to it, right? So you would literally have to just put the candle on the countertop. And that's not very smart. Those little candle things, they get really hot really fast, but this one would sit on there. Kristen, hi, how are you? We're doing good. So this one I won't be using unless I have like a tray to put down. So for now, we're just sticking with this one because it has, as you can see, it has the little candle holder on the bottom. So it keeps the candle from, being outside of this and sitting down on the tabletop. And this is all metal. So that was a nice little touch. But this one, not so much. And this is also made of wood. And I just kind of, not a big fan that this is all made of wood except for the little metal holder. So we're not using this one. But it does come with your candles, the waxes that I got. So you got all of these for putting underneath to burn. These are like your little, these are really easy to get. So it also comes with your gold and your silver pins. And these here is when, let's say I want to put a stamp, right? Let's say I want to do a wax seal with a stamp. This came with a stamp that has like a tree on it. I'm trying to keep it from the light hitting it. But it has a tree. It's a really cool looking tree, to be honest. But I ordered some customized stamps. So, but if you stamp this on your wax, you can actually color in the raised stamp with either like gold or silver, which is kind of cool. And then it came with envelopes. So we got a whole stack of really cool envelopes that you can wax seal, whatnot. But those are really, really neat. And then, that was one of the important parts for doing the potions that I ended up doing. So let's put these back in here. We're not using these right now until I get my customized stamps. So, and those I think will be here in a few days. So we just set this to the side for now. Decided to hold on to this because at least until I get a proper box for it, it's good to have something to keep these in. Of course, the lighter is down here. But yeah, so these little guys are salt and pepper shakers. So I thought that was really, really cool that I'm going to show you. We sat and we did quite a bit of, like I said, trial and error, to get this thing to work. The only problem with the salt and pepper shakers is because they're like a little screw-on lid, they're meant to hold salt and pepper, so they're not meant to hold liquid. So they just leak everywhere. But we did buy twine and hot glue. I probably should have hot glued the rim area around the outside of the salt and pepper shakers, but I didn't. So the kind of cool part is when I stirred these up and shook them up, they did leak out of it, but it stained the twine. So it kind of made it look even cooler. Made them look a little more aged. And so first one I'll show you guys is this one. And it's like a yellow potion, right? So you see the mica powder at the bottom. And then when you take this and you stir it up, you get that effect. You get this really cool, look at that. You get this cool potions effect. So the wax, of course, keeps wanting to come off, but that's okay. How cool is that, you guys? So this took a lot of trial and error. So this one I did with a gold eyeshadow. It's already starting to leak again. So I did this one with a gold eyeshadow, and it came out really cool because I had done the yellow liquid in this one. I'll put that right there. Then the next one, which two of them are my favorites. The way that they came out was really awesome. But this one definitely was the very first one I made, and this took some real trial. Yeah, and these are not stamps as in like ink stamps. These are stamps as in wax. So you have to melt your wax. That's what I did here with the wax. So if you look here, these are different color waxes melted together and then poured on top. This one is called a Bundaman potion. And so as you can see, this one's a nice dark green. You can see that powder at the bottom. And then you can see how cool that powder goes. This one was the very first one I made, so it's not as pretty as the other one. So I perfected as I went. So as you can see, so this one, I probably could have done the powder a little bit thinner, broke it down. But like I said, I learned as I went. So as you can see, it came out really cool. I did not show you guys the wax on this one. This one I did like a copper and gold wax to let it drip. So how cool is that? Like that is so stinking cool. Then this one is really cool. This is called the Drought. This one is called the Drought of Peace. So it's a Drought of Peace. Let's see here. And then look at this stamp, the wax seal on this one. Like the colors are so pretty. And then this one is a reddish orange color. And then when you, let's get it going. Come here. Once you get this one going, you can see how cool that one is. How cool is that? Yeah, so this one's really pretty. And then the last one is my absolute favorite, but also Sarah's favorite. So, and this one is just called a potion number 113. So potion 113. All the different blues and purples at the top. You can't see purple for some reason on these streaming cameras, but this is 113, and this is the potion. Let's see if I can get that going. Come on, come off the bottom. There you go. Look at that blue. So when you see it, it moves around. It's really cool. So yeah, this one was our favorite one of the mix. Let's see if I can get all the mica powder off the bottom. There we go. So, like, look how cool that looks when it just kind of swirls. Now, I do have mica powder actually coming in. I ordered it. I didn't know that when you use Amazon Prime, that as you spend stuff, you earn credit towards Amazon Prime stuff. And I ended up with a couple of really cool things. So one of those came in, and I ended up getting these really cool glass jars, right? So these little jars with the corks. It came with 2 of each size. So I got 10 glass bottles. Now I have these, and then they just go up in size from there. So, and then it goes to the next size, and then it goes to the next size. And these are going to be really, really cool to do some really neat powder in them to get those really cool effects. So those, and then these ones are super thick and big. Like these are awesome. I can't wait to make a potion for these to make them look really, really fantastic. So it came with 2 of those, and these are heavy, like really heavy. So put these back over here. I just don't want to bump them or whatnot, so I have them on the other side of the desk over here. You come this way. So that goes stay right there. So I don't want them at the edge of the table because, you know, I don't want anything to happen here. So those are what I got there, and then the mica powder. So I got the glass jars on the mica powder. Didn't cost me anything. I just used my built-up credit on Amazon. So these are really cool. I was telling you guys, these are the like sticker pieces. Now, a lot of these, like I got these off Amazon as well, but these ones I paid for. I think I paid like $3 for these. Yeah, they were like $3. So really cool. it's got things like extremely dangerous potion. And then it says something here. This potion is supposed to be used for transforming humans into animals. So it's like a warning label for a potion. You got Hogwarts Apothecary Department 21, or Department number 21, or it can be Department number 4, depending on how you read it. Extra Strength Potion QWS. So it could either be considered a 4 or a 21 or a 24, depending on how you would read it. You get to make your own Polyjuice Potion, so you can do a Polyjuice Potion. You got Mandrake Elixir, which I thought was really cute. We've got Deflating Drought, so, you know, make somebody just shoot. And we've got a Hiccuping Solution. So, I mean, it just goes on and on. Like, this is literally an entire, like, stack of these. So, like, you've got these really cool ones. Bulbadox Juice. You know, look at this label. How cool is that label? We got potion number 113. So you got all these really cool things. It's got like different potions. So like all the different potions. Doing good. Tinctures. So we got all this really, really cool little things. So I'm going to go through and like sort these. You also got ones that you can use to label like, you know, boom sling, horn slugs, stuff like that. So you got like your flax seeds. So you can make a jar without a potion in it, but like little bits of pieces, which would be really cool. Wow, it sounded like something was right outside the door. My yard is closed up, so don't know. And of course, the neighbor's dog is going crazy. My dog is inside. It's too hot outside for them to be outdoors. So it's over 90. They need to be indoors. Now, I have not seen any of my pins that I ordered. I've only seen what they look like online. So I'm really excited to open up the pins and take a look at these. So we're going to do that. I also have some poster pieces that are going to go up on the walls in here. This is going to be so cool. Let's take a look here. So, oh, I love this. So this is Hogwarts Castle with the Time Turner, the Snitch, and the Quidditch field in the background. So let me block my face out so this thing isn't focusing on my face. Come on, thing. Focus. And of course, that bright light does not help anything. There you go. There you go. How cool is that pin? He's not coming out until the end of the week. So I'm going to actually set these out. I'm in the little containers. I'll put those to the side. All right, this one has 3 pins in it. I did not know that. I thought they were just going to pick one at random to send me. It is, these ones, by the way, I got from Temu. So yes, full disclosure, I did get these pins from Temu. Oh, they sent all 3. I'm actually shocked. I did not expect to get all 3. Okay, they are so cute. These are done after the same way that these figurines are done. So the same company that does those does these ones. So they're like really, really cool. So we have got, oh, it's got 2 clasps, which by the way is awesome. So we've got Ronald Weasley. That is the coolest thing. So we got Ronald. Are you guys so stinking cute? Oh, that is so cool. We've got Harry. I don't like that it goes all blurry. This is supposed to be able to automatically, where am I going? This way. There you go. There's Harry. Okay. And of course, we've got Hermione. And wow, I really like hers. It's so stinking cute. Her eyes are so funny. The eyes on hers look very, very, there we go. There's her. She's so cute. Come on, thing. Oh, I wish this thing would focus. I'm too short too on top of everything else. But anyway, there you go. All right, this one, I was so excited to get this one. I saw this one online and I was like, I had to get this one. And this one is Hogwarts Castle. It's done in like some of the prettiest pastels with the Quidditch pitch and the snitch down at the bottom. But dude, with this camera, where are you focusing, thing? Look at that thing. How cool is that pen? Right? Okay, so there's that one. Yeah, we've got, of course, I'm a book nerd. As you guys all know, I love my books. I just showed you guys the books that I got last week when, of course, I had my full panic attack at the store. But this one is really cool. It's got all the different like Hogwarts books. It's got like your DA, it's like DA, I can't see what the rest of that. I don't have my glasses on, so it doesn't help me at all to try to read. There's a little stack of books. Come on, camera. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, painting is always relaxing. Painting's one of those things where it just feels good. So this one is a Harry Potter Wizarding World. The Wizarding World ones. I think these are from Pop Mart. Pop Mart's the one that makes these guys. So I ended up getting this one because, of course, I had to. Like, this is absolutely stunning. This is a Hogwarts pin. It's got all the houses on it. So this is your Hogwarts crest. Okay, seriously, camera? You guys, I just bought this camera too. This is one of those supposed to be really good streaming cameras. It's not, though. It keeps giving me a hard time. But yeah, so there you go. The Hogwarts crest. I love this. This is gorgeous. It is only a one clasp. It's only got the one clasp on it, so not too shabby. By the way, if you guys see me looking down right here, I'm reading chat. So there's that one. And then this is a keychain, but I liked this keychain for the simple fact that I can put a chain on it and wear it if I want to, because all the other ones did not look this good, the necklaces. So I wanted one of these because I think they're beautiful, and it is Hermione's Time Turner. So there's the Time Turner, and the Time Turner is meant to be small. all the necklaces I saw online were so big and whatnot. So this is really, really cute. You can't actually like turn this, but this part does turn here. And then you've got the inside part too that sits inside the middle. That one doesn't turn, but you don't need it to. It's just so stinking pretty. And it has the little sands of time on the inside of it. I just thought this was really, really cute. And it is a keychain, but I'm going to be taking that portion off and we will be making it into a little necklace to wear because I thought it was really pretty. And I wanted one that looked a little more close to the actual replica versus some of the really chunky, bigger ones. I read a lot of reviews. And so I chose this, and then I can put a chain on it. So those are all my, like this thing here, but this, I ended up with I thought I ordered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pins, but I ended up with 7 because they sent me the whole 3-part set. I thought that was really, really cool. I also ordered this. So Flourish and Blots, Booksellers. It says Booksellers, Diagon Alley. So this is where you get your books from Flourish and Blots. I also ended up with a Leaky Cauldron shirt. So that is so good. Now, this is one of those things where I cannot wait to get this put up. It is one of those like metal plate pieces. It does have some issues with the way it got bent in the shipping because this was placed in a bag instead of in a box. So it was placed in a bag. So I'm going to have to go through and get this nice and warmed up and then bend it so I won't end up with bent creasing. But I'm going to take it out of here so you guys can see this. Now, when I watched the very first Harry Potter movie, one of my favorite scenes in the movie is when Harry and Hagrid go to Diagon Alley for the very first time, and Harry is seeing Diagon Alley for the very first moment. Like after the wall opens and him and Hagrid go to walk into Diagon Alley, there's this shot of them right from the back end. So you see them walking towards, like going into Diagon Alley. And in that moment, there's like that magical moment when you first see Diagon Alley. And it is amazing to be able to, like, this is that moment you get pushed into the wizarding world. And it is an amazing shot from the movie. And this is absolutely stunning. The thing they've done here, though, is there's not all the people on the street, right? So you don't have all the people on the street. You get that very quieted moment of Hagrid and Harry walking into Diagon Alley. And you see Harry in his little rags, his clothes that were just too big, that were all dyed funky colors because, you know, Aunt Petunia. But like, how stinking beautiful is this? So you can put this up on your wall with a couple of screws to hold it in, or even some wood nails. But that is so gorgeous. I cannot wait to put this up, to have that setting in the background. For now, let's sit on here. I don't know if it will. I don't think it'll fit on the shelf. I was going to just kind of set it at an angle on the shelf, but I just don't want it to fall. Come here, cute little car. We can do that. Come here, doggy. Sit you a little bit closer there. Like that. There we go. We can set it just like that. Right. Oh, I got all kinds of stuff on the shelf. So now we've got that sitting there for now. All right. Now, this one has several posters in it. So let's see, what side am I opening? This side. It's got the... Maybe I'm opening this side. Don't know. Okay. So this has got the posters of, and I can probably set these all together in here. They're not going to close the lid, but at least they can go inside if you want to done showing them. This is the posters from, what do we got? The Sorcerer's Stone, right? I think each of these is from, I think these are all from the Sorcerer's Stone. So I think I got all of the characters, right? So yeah, these are all from when the Sorcerer's Stone came out. This is all the posters that are in here. By the way, these are from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. These are from, I'm pretty sure Pop Mart. Pop Mart is the ones that do these. I think that's who is the ones that actually create these. But yeah, so we've got, as you can see, Mr. Harry Potter right here at the very front. It does have all of the posters, so you get all of the characters. So in here we have Ron, Hermione, Harry, Hagrid, McGonagall. Then you have Richard Harris as Dumbledore and Severus Snape, so Alan Rickman. So I'm going to leave those in here just because I don't want them to get torn or whatnot while we are doing this. So we shall do that for now. That can sit there, and then this, I'm so excited for this, you guys. Let's see if we can get this off of here. I may not be able to get that off of there. There's like tape bits holding that. So where is, I know there's two pieces on either end. So let's find which one of you opens up. There we go. All right. Oh, wow, they're not kidding. These are completely canvas. Oh, guys, I'm so excited. So these are canvas. So I don't have to worry about these guys. Oh my God, they did not tell me they were this big. You guys. So we've got the creature page with Thestral. Right, so how cool is that? And the second page that's going up is the Dementor. So, like, this is canvas. So this is not paper. Wow, these are such good quality, you guys. This is so good. So yeah, these are on, I don't know if you guys would even be able to tell, but yeah, these are on canvas. So this is amazing. And I have two really good frames. These are going to fit perfect in those frames. So I'm going to frame these. But yeah, look at this Thestral. The cool part about the Thestral one, you can see the Elder Wand right here. And then, of course, you've got your Deathly Hallows symbol. You've got your owl. It kind of looks a little bit like the one little weird one. So I'll put those in here. These are so cool. So these are like from the creatures page of the one book. So can I take this? We definitely don't want our, we don't want them to get too bent up. And because they're not paper, they don't roll like paper would. So you have to be, don't want to end up with creasing. That is so amazing. So we'll set those in there. But there you go, guys. Those are what we have right now. I have some more stuff coming. I have mica powder coming so that we can try out some things. Something I want to try today is I want to take one of these smaller bottles, probably like this size, so I can see if it works. I'm going to try it with the glycerin. So I have water and glycerin and some coloring. So seeing as I really like the blue coloring, we're going to do it with like a light blue coloring. So just going to see if I can get it to work with the glycerin. We didn't have very much luck. By the way, this is not alcohol. I just used this to put some distilled water in. I have the rubbing alcohol over there. But the things that I made on the shelf right there, the way we found that worked best was to use straight rubbing alcohol and not rubbing alcohol in water. But we're going to try it with the water. And then I have my powder that I did cut up. And so I'm trying to separate some of these chunks out of it because the chunks are a problem. From what I have learned, I've been using these for scooping it out of the pan. So what we've been doing is going through here and trying to crush this stuff up. So my goal this time is to put some of the mica powder in the water first and shake it up really, really good. Get it really shaken up. And then to add the glycerin to thicken it and to grab hold of it. So we're just trying to get that whole because from what I'm seeing, like the more you press together the makeup, the worse it gets. So one of the things I don't have is a, whatever you call it, a thing for grabbing a hold of like mica powder and stuff. Like you usually use like a little scooper or like a little metal thing for doing that. So that way you can get it. Mica powder is really, really fine. So what I'm going to try to do is take a little bit in the water first and see if taking it and shaking it up in the water will kind of help break it down a little bit. As you can see, when it goes on my hand, it's very, very fine, which is what it's supposed to look like. So I'm going to try this. We're going to see if this works. Probably should put the water in first. I'll just do just a little bit of water because you want it to have enough room to put the mica powder in. Where's my little scooper? There we go. Like I said, I don't have one of those little things to do, so. I am going to be putting those things up on the shelving. I mean, up on the walls in here. So I think a lot of that's going to go up once I get the shelf unit that I purchased, once that gets delivered. By the way, to get that really cool swirl effect that you get with mica powder, you got to put a good little scoop in there. But because I'm trying to do this with this little stick, it's not as easy to do. So I'm going to do that. We're going to close this. And you kind of get it to shake up in there. Ah, don't get it all over me. So we should get a pretty good swirl going on in there. Okay, yeah, see the powder doesn't break apart in water as good as it does inside of the rubbing alcohol. So it doesn't give that really cool effect like it does in the rubbing alcohol. So I'm going to show you guys the difference. So you take the glycerin Add that. That is just going everywhere. Let me have my little paper towel here. Come here. Okay. See, it's just not as, it's not as cool with the glycerin as it is with, yeah, the rubbing alcohol is what does it. So this is what it looks like with the glycerin, right? You just don't get that swirl effect. And then I'll show you. So that's the glycerin. And that's what you get with the rubbing alcohol. All right, so rubbing alcohol, glycerin. Rubbing alcohol. That's what we're looking for. So, thanks, Neil. So, as you can see, the rubbing alcohol is the way to do it. The glycerin just doesn't work. So, at least it's not working for me, I should say. Some people go by it. They think it's great. Some of the other ways you can do this is with cotton swabs and like glitter, but this definitely does not work the way that the one does with the rubbing alcohol. So we'll stick with the rubbing alcohol. That just looks really gross. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. But my mica powder that I ordered will be here in a couple days, and then I can do that. So loving the time turner. That is literally the prettiest thing, y'all. It's so pretty. So, and this damn camera and its inability to focus. I also need to probably bring the camera a little bit closer just so that way I'm not reaching across. So all the pins, of course I've got my coffee, got the bottles. So I'll rinse this out and this solution will see itself into a different area. I noticed that when I use the water causes the powder to clump up together, which I think is one of the biggest problems I'm having with it. So the mica powder is not supposed to clump. Like it's not supposed to just get all clumped up like that. So we will go and we'll rinse this out. It didn't even break apart. Like it just stayed as big chunks in there. And that's the one thing you don't want. So it does really, really well in the rubbing alcohol. So just like trying to get that to break up. But as soon as I let go of it, it all clumps back together into a little pile. So yeah, it's not supposed to do that. So yeah, so there's that. I noticed that the glycerin does make it thicker, right? It's what they call stabilizes the water so that you get that more suspended effect, which is cool if this would actually like swirl in the water like it's supposed to. But it's not, so it's quite annoying, to be honest. Let's see if I make it darker, if that will help. I don't know. I don't think that's going to help it any. I think it's going to make it look weird. See, and it just doesn't get that, with the glycerin, it doesn't get that really cool, like shimmered effect that it gets when it's, yeah, it just doesn't get that really cool shimmering effect that you get with the rubbing alcohol. Yeah, it just turns in circles. It doesn't get that, like, that really cool. Okay, so at least we now know if we're doing it this way, we will be doing it with rubbing alcohol, which is totally fine. So I'll just go and grab myself a few bottles of rubbing alcohol. Yeah, they're really, really neat. I really enjoy doing that. By the way, Neil was here with me making those ones. And the hit or miss with those was quite the adventure. I probably did, at least a good 10 concoctions of mixing and trying and dumping it out and trying this way and then that way, like 10 different ways to try to get the effect I was looking for. And finally found that the best way to do it was with just straight rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol and the mica powder. Best way to do it. So yeah, that was an adventure. So for now, I won't be making any potions on string right now. We're waiting for the mica powder to get here, and then I've got to still go get a thing. Yeah, 4 hours as work. Yeah, 4 hours. We worked at that for over 4 hours of working at getting it to become to get the right one. So even though like it was like 10 different mixtures, it took so long to do the mix and to get them to try to come out. It just it just wasn't working. I tried so many different ways and it just wasn't working. So now we have our little bottle stickers, which I'm going to, by the way, put on the bottles before I start, because you can't get them on after you put the wax on because the wax runs down and whatnot. I learned my lesson on the first one. But once you pour the wax on, you end up with wax dripping back down onto the fronts of your stickers and stuff, which is really cool because you want that kind of look. So I'll be picking out which bottles are going to get what label. I know one of these is going to be a polyjuice potion. I'm thinking I'm going to polyjuice one of these big boys right here. And then I do know that a couple of these smaller ones, I'm going to make them into memory potions, like so that way it's like someone's memories. So like these little guys here, so they'll be like that really kind of crystally clear blue. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to do with those ones, and then to have that mica swirl in there to give it that effect. But yeah, and then we can even do a couple of color changing potions so that the liquid looks one color, but then when you shake it up, the mica powder forces it into another color, which is really, really cool. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing today. So I just wanted to show you guys the things that I did get. So of course we've got our Hogwarts pins. So each of these is a Hogwarts pin. So we've got our Hogwarts crest. We've got that guy there. Now we've got our Hogwarts books. And then we've got our golden trio right here. So we've got our Harry, Ron, and Hermione. And we've got our time turner. So there we go. I've got these guys. The pins I'm going to be putting on a board that's going to like probably be somewhere right here, so you'll be able to see all the pins on the pin board. But other than that, yeah. And then of course we've got the Harry and Hagrid entering Diagon Alley, which I think is one of my favorite pieces right now. That is seriously one of my favorite. And then of course I have my Flourish and Blotch shirt on. And then I do have a shirt that is the Leaky Cauldron shirt, but that is in the other room. I forgot to grab it and bring it so I could show it to you guys. Yeah, so that's that. I'm so excited about these. These are really cool. Like I didn't expect all three. I knew that I ordered it, but I thought they just picked one at random and you got whatever one they sent. I didn't realize that you got all three. So that's really, really a big plus. I think it's so cool. I love this little stack of books with the Gryffindor scarf. So that's really cool. And then another thing I got to do in here is I've got to figure out the lighting situation in here. This lighting is so bad. It's so bad. But for now, you know, it is what it is. So also, I've got my big, trusty, massive hot glue gun because when you make these guys, you got to hot glue on the twine. I should have bought thicker twine. I know this now, but it works. It looks good. So I'm okay with this for now. I got 2 bundles of this in one that came with 2 of them in it. But yeah, so that'll work for now. Eventually get some thicker twine to put on some of the other bottles, but this will work really well for now. I'm gonna go rinse that out and stuff and let you guys go for now, because I am going to go get a few extra things done and probably eat something, because I've not eaten anything yet today. And now my stomach is finally hungry. So I will go and take care of that. All right. You guys are fantastic, and I will see you guys later. Bye.